Hello, this is my decision matrix for ALA Intro to Environmental Design 100, ALA 100 Intro to Environmental Design. In this video, I will be going over these 8 seating arrangements that I have found around campus. So to start is number 1, these block benches right here. For comfortability, I gave them a solid 3. They don't look the most comfortable. They're not super comfortable, but they will get the job done. Cost, they're around an 8 because of how simple they are. They are simply blocks made out of concrete. They cannot cost a whole lot, so lower cost leads to a higher cost score. Environmental impact, I gave them a 9 because again, they're made of concrete, and so they have a bit of an impact, but not much. Safety, they only get a 7 because they might, there's not a whole lot of safety aspects here. They're very simple and basic, which is kind of safe in a way, but also can lead to some issues if they are utilized in the wrong way. Sustainability is kind of similar to environmental impact. So I also gave them a 9 because of their durability. They will last for a long time. Social impact, they don't have much impact. They are simply just there to be a seating area, and so they get a 5. No, not good, not bad. Function, they're pretty functional. They'll give them a 6. Um, and aesthetics, only a 5 because they are not super great. For these metal benches next, metal chairs, comfortability, same with the block benches. They feel about the same. They're a solid hard surface, so same cost. I give them a 7 because they might be a little more expensive. They're made out of metal. Environmental impact, they get a 4 because they're made out of metal, and I don't know if if the process having to go through, welding them and all that was really super sustainable. So same with that. Safety, I actually rated them pretty low because they are metal, and here we are in Arizona. Metal chairs, they do tend to heat up, and so they could pose a risk, a safety risk if you sit on them, or you can burn yourself on them, or at least they could provide some amount of pain. Social impact of 2, they don't have much to offer. They're simply just chairs. They're there to do their job. Function of 4, the only reason they have a lower function score is again because of that risk of injury in hot environments. And aesthetics, they get a 3. They're okay, but they're also metal, and so they have kind of an industrial feel to them. Next is these cloth chairs that they were found in a seating area inside. So comfortability, they are made out of fabric, and so they're probably the most comfortable out of all of these chairs here. Cost is a 2 because they are made out of wood, but they also have fabric, and the fabric is weaved together in a very interesting way, and that might cost a lot more. So they scored kind of low there. Environmental impact, they get a 7. The wood is good. I don't know about the fabric. So it's kind of a little above average. Safety, they seem pretty safe. They're softer, so there's less of a risk for them to damage someone or anything like that. Sustainability, also 7. Same with environmental impact. Social impact, again, not super high. They don't have much social value other than providing a place for people to sit. Function is an 8 because they do provide a lot of function. They're very functional, and they work as chairs, and they work really well as chairs. In aesthetics, I gave this one a 10 because I really like the look of them. They have sort of a weave together pattern, and I think that looks really nice. Next is these plastic lounge chairs. You can see them right here. Comfortability, I give them a 7. They, they're fixed in one position, but if you're looking to sit in that position, then they seem to be very comfortable. Cost, I give them a 5 because they are plastic and they might be a little cheap. They might be cheap to produce. However, environmental impact, they get a 2 because they are plastic. Same with sustainability. Safety, they get an 8. They are plastic, so it's a little flexible. They don't seem to pose much of a risk. Function is a 6. They work really well if you're looking to sit in that specific position, but if you're not, then they don't. In aesthetics, I give them a 4. They don't really look too good in this position, in the setup. The colors don't match a whole lot, in my opinion. I think maybe if there's a bit more organization here, this could go up. Next, we have simply this picnic table here. It is wood with metal as well, and that's to be taken into consideration. So comfortability, solid 5, right? It's wood, so it's a little softer than, say, stone or metal, but still not the most comfortable. Cost, they look pretty cheap, but also the metal is to be taken into consideration with the cost. It might make that more expensive. Environmental impact, they are wood, but again, there is that metal aspect. So I would say place them a little above the metal chairs because they have some wood, but also not super high because of that metal. Safety, solid 5 because they're not too safe, but also they're not very dangerous. They're very simple. Um, Sustainability, same with environmental impact. Social impact, they do provide a very nice social setting with um, the table in between them, the way it's set up. So they get a 9. In function, they've performed very well as benches. So they will also get a 9. Sorry, they get a 7 here. Aesthetics, again, middle of the road, not bad, not good, just a solid 5. Next is this small amphitheater over here. For comfortability, I give it an 8 because as you can see, there are cushions here. It might not be the most comfortable thing, but it will be more comfortable than, say, this or this. Cost, I give it a 3. Something like this, I don't expect to be cheap, especially with having to terrace all the stone and all the plants in there. However, environmental impact and sustainability, it is very nice because not only does it have the stone, but it also has some plants around here. The only reason they're an 8 is because of the cushions. I don't know if the cushions have a very good environmental impact or not. Safety, I give it a 4, simply because up here there might be issues with people falling, or, there might be issues with tripping as you're going up, stuff like that. And however, social impact, I gave it a 10 because it is an amphitheater. You can really picture a whole group of people sitting in here while there's like a small performance going on in the middle. So that is a very nice social dynamic it provides. Function, again, it functions very well, so it gets a 9 as an amphitheater. And aesthetics, I think it looks very nice, so it also gets a 9 as well. Next, we have these flattened rocks over here that are under a tree. Comfortability, again, same as the benches or the chairs. It gets the same rating because it's simply just a flat surface. Costs, I would say this is very good because they are simply rocks and they um, seem very cheap to just trim off the top and make them flat. Environmental impact and sustainability, again, they are very solid because they are rocks, so they're the most natural. So they get 10s. Safety, 7. I don't see many people hurting themselves on these. However, there is always the potential to fall off or trip or something like that. Social impact, 7. I think they provide a very nice social dynamic sitting around a tree, um, and it's outdoors, so there's a little more engagement there. Um, Function, they do perform their function as seats, but that is about it. There's no backrest, no nothing. So that is to be taken into consideration. Function and aesthetics, I do think this setup looks very nice. However, I don't think these would look nice if they were inside. I think them being outside and under a tree definitely adds to the aesthetic. So it works well in context. And finally, we have these step seats here that were inside. So comfortability, they get a 7. They're a little lower than the amphitheater because only some of these have cushions, right? Here there's cushions almost everywhere. However, here there's only some cushions. Cost, again, I think it would probably be kind of expensive to have to manufacture such a structure. However, environmental impact and sustainability, it's very solid. It's made out of rock, so not too damaging to the environment. However, again, the cushions, I don't know. And safety, same issues I found with the amphitheater with maybe tripping as you're going up or coming down. There is the potential for that. Social impact, I think it provides a really nice social setting. Perhaps if you can have everyone sitting here while there's something going on over here, again, similar to the amphitheater. However, just it's more bleacher themed as opposed to centered around something, I suppose. In function, I do think they work very nicely. They are steps and you can sit on them, and so I think they perform their function very well. There is kind of a backrest, but also, in aesthetics, I do think it looks nice as well. In context, right next to the other stairs, you see these stairs for walking, these stairs are for sitting, so I think that adds to the aesthetic um, of these ones. So yeah, that is my video, my decision matrix, and thank you for watching.